So are you tired of chasing and constantly following up with leads only to get silence? If so, in this video, I'm going to show you what you can do instead of constantly bombarding your leads to try to schedule an appointment or a meeting with you or take that next step in your sales process, to get them to actually take that next step in your sales process without having to bombard them again and again by following up with them with the same annoying emails that pretty much everyone is sending to other people these days. So really the big question is, what can you do to get leads chasing you instead of you having to chase them? And really, to do that, all you need to do is just make a few tweaks to your strategy. Now, in my experience, from what I've seen, when I get clients who start working with me and they say, I'm just tired of following up with leads again and again, or the quality of the leads are really low, I constantly have to try and phone them and email them just to even speak to them, what I find is that the problem is actually not necessarily the lead itself. The problem is the strategy that they are using to get that lead in the first place. And most of the time, what people are doing when they're experiencing this problem is that they are getting the lead or the prospect to fill in some sort of form where they ask for their name, email, and phone number. And then after they get that information from the lead, they then follow up with them to take them to that next step in the sales process, which is usually some sort of a meeting or a call or a 15-minute phone call or something like that. Now, the problem is that this lead or this prospect or this person doesn't yet know who you are. They don't really trust you. They've only really heard about you right now for the first time. So getting them to schedule some time in their calendar and getting them to actually speak to you is going to be extremely difficult. Okay, so what you really need to do instead is change the dynamics of the way that you're actually communicating with them. So instead of you chasing them, what I recommend that you do is you get them to watch a short video presentation that explains how you can help solve a big, painful problem that they have. And then what happens is when they watch this video presentation, this video is actually what will build up trust with the people that you're communicating with. And this video will actually show them how you can actually help them. And this video is what is going to motivate them to want to work with you and to want to book an appointment with you to learn more about how you can actually help them. So that one little tweak in your strategy, which is instead of trying to follow up with them again and again, but actually sending them to a video first, will actually make sure that only the people that are really serious about working with you are the ones that are actually going to work with you and speak to you. Now, at the end of that video presentation, I recommend that you tell them to book an appointment with you by clicking on the button below this video if they want to learn more about working with you. And what will happen is the people that are very serious about working with you and who want to learn more about your solution are the ones that will click on that button and then book an appointment with you. So just that on its own will make it so that you're not having to chase and follow up with your leads. Instead, they are going to chase and follow up with you because they want to work with you. They are going to be the ones that book an appointment with you and schedule a time to speak with you because they want to actually work with you. Now, the other thing that you need to keep in mind is that even though you will get some people who right there and then book an appointment with you, the majority of the leads that come into your funnel, just by watching the video alone, are not going to book an appointment with you. You always get some that do, but the majority still don't. And again, the reason for that is what I mentioned in the beginning of this video, is that they don't necessarily really know you or trust you enough to schedule some time in their calendar to actually speak to you. So what do you need to do then to get these people to actually book an appointment with you and learn more about working with you? Well, it's very simple. All you need to do is build up more trust. Okay, and this is where you can follow up with them, but you need to follow up with them the right way. So what I recommend that you do not do is you do not follow up with them constantly just trying to get them to book an appointment with you, right? You can maybe have one or two emails just trying to get them to maybe finish the video that they started to watch and then try to encourage them to, after watching the video, to schedule an appointment. That's fine, but don't constantly keep saying the same thing again and again and again, which is trying to get them to watch the video and book an appointment if they haven't yet actually done that. So what you need to do instead is tackle this problem that they have from different angles. So I'll give you an example. In my business, when I help people with lead generation, I have a funnel that people go to and a video that they can watch. And then if they watch that video, great. And if they don't watch that video and they don't take the next step, I have a few emails that will follow up with them to take them to that next step. Now, if they still don't take that next step in the sales process and maybe book an appointment or whatever that next step would be in your business, if they don't yet take that next step, what I then recommend that you do is follow up with them, but follow up with them from different angles. So in my business, for example, I might follow up with them by talking about different problems that they have and just solutions to those, and just give them solutions to those problems. So for example, when it comes to generating leads, maybe a problem that they have is how do they generate leads using LinkedIn? How do they generate leads using Facebook? How do they generate leads using Google? Or how do they generate higher quality leads? Or how do they increase the conversions from the amount of leads that they're actually getting? There are literally hundreds and hundreds of different problems that prospects have when it comes to generating leads. So instead of following up and saying the same thing again and again and again, what I do is I actually give them free, valuable content that actually helps them solve the problem that they have. And I talk about that problem that they have, which is not getting enough leads, not getting enough good quality leads. And I talk about that problem from all kinds of different angles. So in your business, you can do the same. You can talk about that big, painful problem that your potential clients have, and you can talk about it from all kinds of different angles and just keep creating content that constantly solves that problem that they have, but from different angles. So you're not repeating the same thing again and again. And by doing this over a period of time, you'll actually start to build up trust with the leads that you generate. And eventually it reaches the point where you build up so much trust and they've heard about you constantly and they've actually seen how you can actually help them because you've actually shown them that you can solve their problem from all these different angles. Eventually they will reach the point where they actually schedule a call to speak with you to learn more about your services, or they take that next step in your sales process, whatever that next step may be. So that's all you really need to do to get prospects chasing you instead of you chasing them. Now, just to summarize, to make sure it's crystal clear, what you first need to do is you need to have a short video presentation that actually attracts your ideal clients and then converts them into an appointment. So you shouldn't be trying to chase them to speak to them on the phone. Let the video do all the hard work for you. And the best thing about the video is that it's also automated. It's going to be pre-qualifying people and it's going to be speaking to them 24/7 without you having to do anything. And then the ones that are actually serious and working with you, they're the ones that will then schedule an appointment with you after watching that video. And for the rest of the people that still don't schedule an appointment right there and then, what you can do is keep following up with them, but not saying the same thing again and again, but follow up with them with different pieces of content and different emails that talk about a problem that they have from different angles. And what that is going to do is build up trust so that they reach the point where they actually convert into an appointment or they take that next step in your sales process so that they can then convert into a client. So that's all you need to do to start getting leads chasing you instead of you chasing them to work with you. So if you want to learn a little bit more about how this strategy works, how to create this video, and how to follow up with your leads using different email marketing automation systems, then what I recommend that you also do is sign up to the free masterclass training that I've recorded. There should be a link in this video where you can sign up for that, somewhere in the description or in the comments. Have a look for that. You can just click on that link, sign up for the free masterclass training. And unlike other free masterclass trainings where it's basically a 1 or 2 hour long sales pitch, in this masterclass training, you are actually going to get a lot of value, and you'll see that straight away as soon as you sign up. You'll get instant access to the training, and you actually learn things that you can take away, take action on, and implement in your business straight away to start generating more leads and generating higher quality leads consistently in your business every single month. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Stay focused, and I'll see you in the next one.